Got this Datsun L16 engine tear down. Came out of a 1971 Datsun 510 two-door. Got the Borg-Warner automatic transmission. The car was parted out a long time ago. It was rusted out. And like a dirt track race car was made out of it before it died, but got quite a bit of it torn down so far. I got the heads off and just have it set on the top, as well as I got all the timing chain assembly off. So I guess we'll go have a look at that then. Here's how the timing assembly would look like on the engine. It's removed because I tried filming it last night with it on the engine and the glare was so bad and it's impossible to see anything, so we're just refilming it now. So you have the crankshaft sprocket on the bottom right here, and you get the camshaft sprocket up top. You got these chain guides, which is bolted to the front of the engine. They do have some sort of a rubber coating on the inside, which you can see it does have some slight wear. Like you can see the notches on the end where the chain has worn into it. It's just not as bad, but this one here has much more wear in it. You can see the grooves in it. It's just all the wear. This does have a hydraulic spring tensioner, which would be right here. It would have the spring inside of it, so the tensioner would have some slight tension on the chain with the engine off when there's no oil pressure. But then when you start it, you get oil pressure. It comes in through the hole in the back, and the excess pressure would bleed off the top, and this would go in and out and apply tension to the chain. Nothing much to it, just cylinder on the back and a rubber wear plate. You can see this as well this probably has the most wear from the chain out of all three of these parts. See the grooves that correspond to the chain links. You have the front timing cover. There's a distributor and oil pump drive shaft. You would have the distributor up top, which would go right there. The oil pump, which would have removed, which would go right here, which would come out about this far. You have like a support bearing and the timing cover for the distributor drive shaft. Remove and show you. There you go. Now this will be driven up to warm gear on the front of the crankshaft. So here's the front of the engine with all the timing assembly removed. So this distributor and oil pump drive shaft will be driven off this gear, warm gear on the front of the crank. It's sitting here pretty much like so. And this is where the long, thin timing chain tensioner went, or chain guide, and this is where the curved one went. And this is where the hydraulic tensioner would go. There's the two screws where it bolts on, and that's the hole where the oil pressure comes out. Here's the front timing cover. Now this is where the water pump goes. You can see, if you look right here, this rough surface, you can see it's small, like pitting in it. This is cavitation. So it does have a little bit of cavitation, nothing too bad, but it only has about 90,000 or 80,000 miles on it, so yeah, it does have a fair amount of sludge inside. You can see the sludge built up everywhere. Probably wasn't serviced well at all. The bores don't look that bad, but it did have a blown head gasket, which is what killed it. And the number one cylinder, you can see all the red coolant on the top of the piston, and the other bores have some rust in them because it was sat outside for many years and got water drained in the intake, so it had water in the cylinders. And there's quite a lot of carbon buildup on them. From what I can tell, I can't really tell where the head gasket has blown, so it might be a cracked head, but we'll look at the head later.